Hello, welcome to yoga, chair yoga. Let's begin by finding a nice comfortable seat, maybe pulling a little bit of the flesh out from underneath the sitting bones so you can feel them grounding into the chair. And from there, see if you can root your feet down, those sitting bones down, and then close your eyes and lift through the crown of the head. You can just imagine it's a balloon and it's floating up towards the sky. And just rest your hands, palms facing down. Take a moment to close your eyes. We want to find the balance of strength and ease here. So you find the strength to sit up tall, but the ease to allow your breath to expand fully into the belly. And then exhale, drawing it back in. Let's take 5 deep breaths here. Continue to close your eyes. Deep inhale. Exhale. Letting go. Deep inhale. And exhale, letting go. Head rising taller with each breath in, collarbones widening, ribs and belly expand. Take a moment to bring your hands together in front of the heart, bow your chin to your chest, setting your intention for this practice. Perhaps to focus on what's positive in your life. Rather than focusing on what we're missing, focus on what you have. Bring a positive energy into each moment. You can gently blink your eyes open, taking in the tips of the fingers, and slowly taking in the room. We'll start with a big breath in, gathering up that positive vibe, positive energy, and exhale, let it just pour down over your body. Inhale. So we know the mind and body are connected. If you add a smile, helps with that positive energy. Inhale, circle the arms around and up. And exhale. This time, circle your arms around and up, interlace your fingers, and press your palms way up high. Then you can wriggle a little bit from side to side to see if you can continue to find a little bit more length without creating tension in the shoulders, so look right and left. And then reach the arms up and over towards the right and hold for another breath in. Bring it back to center and then take it up and over to the left. Reach the hands away from the hips. Keep heavy into that left sitting bone. And then bring it back to center, hands behind your head. Press your head back, elbows back, but lift your heart. Hold for an inhale. And exhale, relax your hands down. Let's just circle the shoulders. And you can have the hands just resting on your lap, or even hanging down by your side. And then shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, squeeze. Hold that and look towards your right. And back to center, enter your left. And then release. Roll your shoulders. Bring your right hand behind you. And then let your head be heavy to the left side. Let's take a moment. You can nod your head gently, a little bit of a yes here. Keeping the breath full. And then maybe a little bit of a no. Allowing for you to feel a stretch through the right side of the neck. And then just hold for a moment. sternum lifting. So long through the spine. And then let your head roll to center before lifting it up. Roll those shoulders back. Good, and then bring your right hand behind you. Just kind of anchoring that left shoulder down. Sorry, left, so I'm facing you. I'm doing the opposite. Letting your head drop over towards your right shoulder, my left. Hold and breathe. Shift your head and your throat back. Maybe a little bit of a yes here. And then no. And then hold. Lifting the sternum, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, emptying as you find a relaxed rhythm of your breath. So let your head roll back towards chin, towards your chest. Take your arm out and again roll your shoulder. Again, bring your arms up overhead. Take the opposite interlace of the fingers and press your palms up towards the sky. And then exhale, knuckles towards you and round through your back. Inhale, palms up towards the sky. And exhale. So as the knuckles reach forward, you open the shoulder blades and pull the belly button back towards the back of your chair. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hug your navel in and round your back. One more time, inhale, come up. And exhale, round. Good, and relax. See if you can root your elbows back, maybe even pressing them into the chair behind you so you feel the muscles in the back engage, and then lift your head back. We're going to just do that a couple times, shifting your head back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your chin towards your chest, and then inhale, lengthen. Roll your chin towards your chest and your heart, let it pull in a little bit, rounding through your upper back. Inhale, come up. And now reach your belly button forward and round all the way down. And then roll all the way up. Okay, let's take a gentle twist to the right. Rooting down equally into the sitting bones and lifting, imagining your head again as a balloon floating up towards the sky. So it feels light and easy. And then change other side. Lift. Good. Side bend up and over, reaching your right hand over to the left. And then we'll switch, left hand up and over to the right. Now bring your right hand behind you and your left hand behind you, right hand forward, and arms both up towards the sky. Keep the length in the spine as you twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, twist right. And inhale. Come back to center, hands to the heart. Let's come a little bit closer to the edge of the chair so we can find a little bit of movement for our legs. Just windshield wiper side to side. Now we'll come into chair pose. So you press your feet, ground into the earth, and just reach your hands forward. So you should feel a good contact of the feet to the floor so the muscles in the leg activate. Pull your belly and ribs in. Just like you're doing chair pose without the chair, try to get a little bit lighter, like you're trying to stand up here. That's how hard you're pressing into the floor. And then allow yourself to relax. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Roll up. Find your chair pose, pressing into your seat. Reach your hands forward, shoulders pull back, like you're gonna get up. And then reach your arms up and pull your belly button back towards your spine. So you feel there's a lift of the rib cage away from the pelvis, and all the muscles around your back and your core are getting stronger, and your legs as you push them into the floor. And then relax. Roll the heart forward. Roll the heart back. Roll the heart forward and belly to the thighs. Take a moment to rest here. Let your hands come down towards your toes. Maybe walking your hands over to the right side to stretch your left side. And then to your left side to stretch your right. Come back to center, hands to the knees and roll up. Big inhale. And exhale, just finding a centering breath to realign the breath, realign the spine, and allow you to connect to center. Inhale and exhale. Let's try a twisted chair pose. So this time we're going to fold a little bit. So reach your left hand so it reaches the outside of your right knee and look up and over your right shoulder. So you're just leaning a little bit forward. Soften those right ribs in towards you. And you can take it deeper by sliding your arm down and even bring the elbow to the knee instead of the outside of the elbow, and hold and breathe here. Good, look down to the earth to bring yourself back. Hands to the thighs and inhale, come up. Centering breath, inhale. And exhale. Twist to the left. Bring the hand to the outside of the knee. Notice that I don't let my shoulder lift. Just look over towards your left side. So you can stay here and just lean a little bit forward so your core muscles engaged. Soften this left rib in towards the body. Or you can go a little deeper, elbow to the knee. Press into your feet to keep the core even stronger. And roll both shoulders, the backs of the shoulders away from the backs of the ears. Deep breath in. Good. Bring your gaze back towards the floor, hands to the thighs, and roll your way up. Big inhale to find your centering breath. And exhale, let's come right into a chair pose. Hold. Feel the strength in your legs growing. And now bring it back, hands behind your head. Open through the front body. Good. Come back to center. Let's come into a lunge pose on our chair. So you're going to step your left foot off to the left and your right leg back. And even if you have a chair like I have, you can have this back leg really off the chair, and just the whole of the left thigh on the chair. Just try to start to square your hips a little bit towards the left knee. And either keeping one hand on the chair and lifting one arm, or keeping both hands on the chair, or you can lift both arms for warrior one. Hold and breathe. Maybe just reaching a little bit higher, pressing through the legs, almost as if you could float up off the chair. Hold and breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's slide to the other side. So if you're on a couch, you'll have to have your, you'll just be close to the edge so you can pivot that back leg back. And the chair has to be just the right size so you can allow this leg to ground onto the floor. Let's either inhale, lift one arm, or if you feel comfortable, lifting both arms. Try to really ground through that left heel, left outer heel, as you reach your arms up towards the sky. Hold and breathe, lifting your belly, dropping your tailbone. Feeling the stretch. Strengthen the arms, lengthen the back as you pull your navel in. And then back to the other side for warrior two pose. Stretching the leg back. So this time we have a little bit more body facing the screen or body facing between the two legs. And we'll just float the arms out, but look towards the left fingertips. I like that idea of the balloon because then the head, the throat lifts off the base of the neck and you feel nice and light. The chest lifts, belly lifts, tailbone presses down and you find that length in the spine. Feel the strength in the arms and the strength in the legs as you try to get this right leg straight and push down into the floor. This is not a sleepy leg, it's grounding down to lift. So I'm not slumping, I'm lifting nice and tall. From here, come right into right angle pose. And then into reverse warrior, inhale. Back into your right angle pose. Round down into the feet. So we want to use the chair for support, but still find strength. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Good. And then bring it back to center. Just take a moment to just draw some circles with the spine. Other direction. Good. And we'll switch sides for warrior two with the right leg bent and the left leg straight. Squaring your hips a little bit. They can't quite be square, but the shoulders are almost parallel to this side of your chair. Float your arms up and then look towards your right fingertips. And imagine there's a block on top of your head and you're lifting it. Notice how that lifted the breastbone and pulled your navel back. Get stronger through the legs, press into the floor. Relax your shoulders away from the ears, but do keep the muscles in the arms, they're straight and strong. We're trying to build some strength and stretch at the same time. Hold for your inhale. And then exhale right into your right angle pose. Right elbow to the right knee. Stretch your left arm overhead. Feel strength in your core body as it comes away from the support of the spine. These muscles hold us in this angular alignment. And then bring it into reverse warrior. Stretch that right side. Keep reaching. Reach like you're trying to reach with that right hand up towards the sky or even a little bit back behind you. We'll do that again. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Pull your belly back. Lengthen through your right side waist as well as your left. And then inhale back into your reverse warrior. Ground down. And release. Come back to center. Let's windshield wiper. Maybe there's a little bit more room to get movement in those legs. And we'll come into a wide stance. Again, I want you to press down. Let's bring your hands to the knees and press down as you lean forward. As you press down and lean forward, press the knees away from each other. Good. Do that again. Press down, push away. Good. And now press down and reach the arms up. Lengthen. Exhale, hands to the heart. And bring your arms out into cactus. Exhale, hug your elbows in. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, arms in. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, arms in. Inhale, arms out, hold them out. Twist a little bit towards your right side and then drop your left elbow to your left knee. And then twist towards your left and drop your right elbow towards your right knee. Do that a couple more times. You're gonna have that reach of the top arm. Twist towards the right and stretch to the left. One more time, elbow towards the left knee. It could touch, doesn't have to touch. Rotate and reach. Good. Bring it back to center, walk those legs back in. Just draw some big circles with the arms. Now change direction. And reach your right hand behind your head, left hand behind your back, and then switch. Each time try to reach a little bit closer, like so the hands are trying to grab each other behind the back. Now let's try holding. Imaginary block on the head, lift it up taller. Big breath in. And release. Other side. Maybe noticing that there might be a difference from one side to the other. Just continue to focus on being nice and tall. Good, and release. So roll the shoulders. Squeeze the shoulders up to the ears again. And then exhale, relax. Let's again walk our left foot out towards the left. Lean a little bit back towards the back of your chair and hold on so that maybe you can grab the ankle and take a front thigh stretch. So don't want you to slump here. If this is too hard, just keep the toes on the floor and pelvic tilt. So the tailbone goes down and the front of the pelvis lifts. But if you can reach, take hold of the ankle and do the same thing. Pubic bone lifts, tailbone drops, and hold and breathe. So focusing on the positive. If you can't do this, you just focus on what you can do and be happy with that. Good. And let's switch sides. So just bringing the leg back and coming into a pelvic tilt. We're trying to find a little bit of stretch in front of that right thigh. So if you want to lean to grab, if you feel a cramping in the back of your leg, just stretch that leg, straighten it, and come into the other stretch. So hold and breathe, tailbone down. You can also use a strap or a towel so that you're maybe a little bit longer, your arm gets a little bit longer, and then release. Good. And just rock the pelvis forward and back, and then side to side. So one hip lifts, the other hip lifts, one hip lifts, and the other. Good. Inhale, bring your arms around and up, and exhale. Arms out and open, and just take your right arm across and stretch through the back of the arm, back of the shoulder. Close your eyes and just draw a line in your mind of where you feel the stretch, where it starts and where it ends. Trying to feel that connection to the moment by focusing on the sensations in the body, by focusing on the breath. Feel the stretch from the outer, just above the elbow, outside the arm, and all the way into the back, behind the shoulder blade. Good. And then release and roll your shoulders. What makes yoga different is our attention to the detail, attention to the present moment. Bring your left arm across, sitting up tall. You don't have to force, but just allow for a stretch where you can take a deep breath in and a letting go exhale. Deep breath in, letting go exhale. Close your eyes maybe and notice if the stretch feels a little bit different or exactly the same. Good, and then release. Roll your shoulders back. Just circle the wrists. And we'll work the forearms by just opening and closing. You can draw the hands all the way back and then curl them in like you're trying to punch your shoulder, but not punch a shoulder. So knuckles draw in, so the fingers curl in and you bend, and then you extend the hand back and flex the knuckles in, extend the fingers back, and then roll the knuckles in. Just a couple more times like that. Stretching the nerves in the arms, stretching the muscles. Good. And then just in and out. Imagine there's a little bit of weight in your hands, curling up and down, curling up and down. You do it enough times, you start to feel your biceps starting to get a little bit warm, or feel the muscles working. And now take your right arm back, put it behind your whatever you're sitting on, even if it's just on the chair, could be just on the chair, but then just feel a little stretch by pulling your body away from it, through the bicep, through that front part of the arm that we just did a little bit of a warm up for. I'm going to press my arm down. So if it were higher, it would be a deeper stretch. But you can get it both ways. Never work into a range of motion that feels that it's not right for you. You'd have to listen to your body. So other side, pressing it down into perhaps just the chair behind you, but maybe shifting a little bit away and lifting your heart. We want to create a little stretch in the front of the arm. I don't feel it there, so I'll put mine on, could be the back of your sofa or the back of your chair, and hold and breathe. Good. And then come back. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. Hands at the heart. Press the palms together. Let's do a little twist from side to side. To the left and to the right. To the left and to the right. To the left and to the right. And then hands behind the head. So just working those waist muscles, side to side. And then forward and back, lean forward and back. Forward and back. Try to hinge from the hip, not the spine. So if you think about those curves in the spine, they don't change here. You're just hinging from this joint right here, your hip joint. It's allowing you to come forward and allowing you to come back. Bracing your core, bracing your back. Actually brace both, but a little bit more through your core when you go back, and a little bit more through your back as you go forward. You can try with a little rotation as you lean back, so you get those oblique muscles, the side body muscles contracting, and we'll just come forward and back a few times. And still think about lengthening up through the crown of your head. Let's do one more on each side. So right elbow back. And then left elbow back. And when you bring your hands behind your head, make sure you're not pushing the head forward, but rather pushing the head back. Relax your hands. Roll out the wrists. Let's make like a little butterfly and let our butterflies fly up overhead and then down through center. Inhale, let your butterflies fly up. And then exhale, let them float down through center. A little parachute. Focusing on the beauty all around you and within you. Just changing our patterns of focusing on what we lack rather than focusing on what we have. Relax your hands down, roll your shoulders back, take a deep breath in. Let's take a forward fold. I'm going to slide again a little bit closer to the edge of my chair so that I can find a nice fold and stretch, not only through my back, but through the back of the leg. I have one leg bent, my right leg is bent, my left leg is straight. Hold and breathe. And as I've mentioned in my other classes, if you don't feel a stretch behind the leg here, then you need to put it up on something. I'm just going to use my other foot. So the leg is a little bit higher, and then you might get a little bit more stretch. It works better with shoes on. And then come back. And let's try that on the other side. So left leg's going to stay bent, and you're going to reach anywhere along the right leg, using your left leg as a support. You don't have to reach, you can just stay here if you feel a stretch behind the leg. But notice I'm not trying to round my back, but I'm trying to, again, hinge from my hip to get that stretch. So the sitting bone actually pulls back. Hold and breathe. And then come back up towards center. Roll your shoulders. Let's get a hip stretch in. Cross your left ankle to your knee. Sit up nice and tall. Let's do a few ankle rolls as well. Change direction. Sit up a little bit taller and hinge from your hip. Any amount. So find your first resistance point and hold there. So it's easy to hold and easy to take a full breath in and easy to relax the body and the breath so that the muscle will relax. If we come too tightly into a pose, we initiate this stretch reflex and our body goes into protection mode. We want to relax into the stretch. We have our beautiful fall weather now. It's a beautiful sunny day out on Long Island. Notice as you hold a pose, you can easily just maybe micro little bit of movements deeper into the stretch. We're also backing out of the stretch. Let's release. Windshield wiper those legs. And then cross your right ankle to your left knee. Circle the right ankle. One direction and then the other. Sit up tall. Try to make sure that that supporting foot is right underneath the knee for a stable support as you fold forward. And hold and breathe. Deep breath in. Letting go, exhale. Not so deep that you can't take full relaxing breaths. Good. Now see if you can sit back in your chair and bring your foot to your inner inside of your thigh, and just any amount, just try to get a little inner thigh stretch. So press the knee away from you. Might need a little bit of a bigger chair here. You can lean away from the knee and keep your right foot flexed. This is half bound angle pose. Trying to get a little opening through our inner thigh. Of course, if you were comfortable doing any of these poses, don't have to be on the floor, but maybe on a firm enough couch that you can ground without sinking your spine. You want to stay tall. Flex your left foot, left knee reaches away from you, and even leaning away from the left knee. So, and you sit back far enough so that you can cross one ankle over the other and just take a moment to sit. The deeper your chair, the easier this is. You know how kids sit on the floor crisscross style. It brings a nice stretch to the hips. So just take a moment to relax here, maybe feeling a lift of the side body and even stretching your arms up towards the sky. Let's take a gentle twist towards your right side. And then reach towards the sky. And a gentle twist towards your left side. Good. And then change the cross of the legs. So you'll bring your right leg back up on the chair. Sit back to give yourself a little bit of room. And you can put that foot in front or on top of the other shin. And hold and breathe. Feel that you're lifting through the waist, lifting through the back. Maybe stretching your arms up overhead. Feel that lift. Keeping nice and tall. Let's keep our hands to the heart as we twist this time. So I don't have to make it a big twist, and then twisting to the other side. Good. And then release. Untangle the legs and just bring your legs forward and back. Getting motion into the knees. Strength into the tops of the thighs. And then see if you can do it a little bit, just a little, side to side. Maybe a circle. So this actually is core work because you're using only your seat to balance rather than your seat and your legs. Change direction. Good, and good, just release down. Let's take another forward fold. Heels underneath the knees and lengthen your back. Let your arms maybe release. So these inversions are not recommended for any people with glaucoma. So just listen to your body. If it doesn't feel comfortable to let your head hang, then you can use your hands supported on top of your knees or on something in front of you. Good. And then we'll slowly roll up. Feel that you're stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. And find your centering breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So if you're sitting in a chair a long time, you do want to get up and move around. So just keep that in mind. This is a chair class, but it's important to get up from your chair whenever you can, so we can use other muscles and release this front of the hip, which we did in some of our lunges. Let's just do a little bit of tapping and think about something that you really enjoy as you close your eyes, inviting positive energy into your whole body. So our thoughts, our energy, and our minds bring that energy into the body. And the higher the vibration, the more healthy our bodies are. Healthy mind, healthy body. So think positive thoughts. Just tapping on the chest. And then take your fingers to the tops of the shoulders. Just give yourself a little massage, just grabbing and pull, and like you're kneading dough, but very gently. You can take the index finger and middle finger and thumb and just gently pinch the tops of the shoulder. Area tends to get tight from stress, from holding our shoulders up at our ears, and even breathing up into our chest can bring tension into those muscles. And let's finish with a final relaxation. So allow yourself to really feel the support of that chair. Can you bring your hands to palms facing up? Take a deep breath in. And follow it with a deep letting go exhale. Relax the muscles around the eyes, around the mouth, the jaw. And you'll notice when you relax those muscles, you might begin to feel the rest of the muscles in the body follow. And as the muscles in the body begin to soften, including the belly and the waist, feel that there's more freedom to take a full breath in and full breath out. Relax the hips, relax the thighs, all the way down to the soles of your feet. And then bring your one hand to the heart, the left hand over the right. Feeling, or even thinking, what makes your heart beat? There's nothing you do to make your heart beat. It beats all on its own. There's an energy within us that we should hold gratitude for it bringing life to our bodies and to our beating hearts. Let's take one more deep breath in. And exhale, hands together in front of the heart, bowing your chin towards your chest, sealing our practice in gratitude for aligning with positive energy so that we can bring more positivity into our lives and to the world around us. It's my honor to teach you. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.
See you Wednesday for Share of Rubex.